Oh, I guess I fell asleep. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the latest edition of the Thursday Mystery Church Tours. You caught me napping here on the swing here. Do you know where I am? I'm here at the parsonage, and I'm reading a good book and kind of trying to relax a little bit here on the parsonage porch, and just finished my sabbatical week. And sorry I didn't get you videos every week, but been trying to practice a good vacation time. And you probably heard me say before, my old late friend and mentor, Reverend Dick Beebe, used to say that a good vacation involved a change of a number of the words beginning with the letter P, a change of place, of pressures, priorities, pace, perspectives, and people. Very wise and sage advice from Dick. He really hit the nail on the head, and I find that when I get away, and maybe you do as well, is when you can get away and do those kinds of things, to have a different perspective, to see different people, to have a different change of pace, to have different priorities. And isn't it amazing how certain things in life can change our pace and our priorities? It could be something as going off to visit somewhere. Maybe it's New Hampshire or Vermont or Cape Cod or the Jersey Shore, wherever your favorite place may be. Or it might be something that throws a monkey wrench in our daily life, that forces us to do something different. If you listen, you can hear the sweet sound of a generator running. We just had the storm this past week, a leftover from the tropical storm, and many of us, including the parsonage here, we don't have any electricity here in Roxbury. And we've heard rumors, everything from a couple days to next week before we get our electricity back. We're blessed enough to have a generator here at the parsonage, which allows us to keep our, if it was a winter time, we would have our heat, and we have our refrigerator running, and a couple little things that can run. It's not the whole house. Unfortunately, our water here at the parsonage comes from the church, and the church does not have a generator, so we have no water. So we're beholden to the friends in town and other places to try to get a shower in. And it's kind of like camping. And many of you are in the same boat, I'm sure, trying to work our way around how we're going to deal with this. So it's kind of thrown a monkey wrench into our daily living. Don't know what church is going to be like this week, because we can't have it in person, but yet we might not even be able to have it virtually. So maybe I'll be sending out remarks by email. I don't know yet. We're going to figure that out. Hopefully tomorrow, Friday, I'll be able to get a sense from the powers that be what the hopes are for electricity. So we'll get a sense of that. It looks like the roads are pretty much cleared, so now it's just Eversource coming in and getting things taken care of. But I do want to talk to you about, and particularly for those who are not have not been around here in a while, talking a little bit about the parsonage and the parsonages that we've had here at the church. The parsonage that Susan and I currently live in was built in 1810, the center section of it, and there's been a numerous amount of additions put onto it. You have the center section here of the house, and then there's this little addition section here, which was added on. We'll see, Kirby is 25, our son, and this was put on about 25 years ago, believe it or not, already. The church was pretty wonderful in having a small capital campaign and they did some renovations, moved us out of the house, and did a renovation here at the back part of the house, and did some interior work, new water system, new electricity, and the back screened-in porch, which was only basically usable for 2 seasons, was made into living space. So that's been pretty wonderful. So this is the parsonage. It's owned by the church, and we, by being the minister, we are able to have a presence here in town. And so I am the only resident minister in town. The Episcopal minister up the street, the missional, I forget what her title is, but it's the rector at the Episcopal Church, lives in Washington, as well as the Roman Catholic priest lives in Washington. So the parsonage here has a real symbolic meaning to our presence here and to be the church in Roxbury. I'm walking across the church lawn, and you can hear the parsonage generator running away there. Just to show you 2 other parsonages that we've had in the past. Most recently, before the church bought this parsonage back in 1985, the church owned and used this building here, number 20 Church Street, where David Lincecum currently lives, and Jackie Wintercorn lived with David until her sudden death. But this here was the parsonage with the connecting mother-in-law wing. I'll show that to you here. It's on the market if you want to buy it. This house is supposedly, you see the mother-in-law addition here and the main part of the house here. The front room apparently was, back in the day, was the office for the town clerk. The town clerk lived here and had his office here, from what I understand. Back in the day, before we had the parish house, that parsonage, the back mother-in-law addition, in essence, was the church kitchen, and the church school classrooms were in there. Reverend Donald Westerberg was the last pastor to live in that house. And after he left, the church decided to sell that, buy the house that we are now using as a parsonage, and we've gone on from there. Right next to David's house, the number 20 Church Street, is what was, when I first came here, the Tony Denman house, and that was also served as a parsonage at one point as well. Don't know the exact years. I'm thinking back in the 1800s. Maybe early 1900s, and that's this house here. I'm not going to take the time to walk all the way over there, but this house here was the Congregational Parsonage at one point prior to number 20 Church Street here. And the nice thing about it is right next to the church. I will say, from a minister's perspective, it is nice to have our house on what I call the non-public side. It's nice to be public and be there for people in the community. But from my time when I lived in Danbury, the parsonage, they called it the manse, was literally surrounded by the church. And so we were getting knocks on the door at all hours of the day and night of people looking for assistance, people who were coming through town looking for assistance. The people in the church here have been most gracious and wonderful in respecting our privacy, but also having a healthy give and take. So there's your quick lesson about after my quick cat nap. Maybe I'll go back to read my book some more. There's a little bit about the parsonage. That's part of our church campus. And may blessings be with you this day, and God bless.